For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Hello and welcome to episode 71 of That's a Shame. You know
What?
what I'm going to do?
What? You're going to open those curtains?
I'm going to open the curtains and turn off
You
the
want
light.
some natural light
I want
in
the
here?
natural light.
Wow! Wow, it's dreary as fuck!
The most miserable day
Of the year. I swear it was sunny seconds
It was
ago.
literally, I was outside in, the guy at Sainsbury's commented.
What a lovely day.
Complimented me on my summer look.
Oh, really?
Because I had the sunglasses on.
And now you realise
no
he was taking
coat,
the piss.
And now he was fucking having me on.
You've made the room filled with a blue light, like we're in a Scandinavian.
It really does
noir,
look like that.
Like we're in the bridge.
You look like you're about to tell me some really grim news. But
Okay, here we are.
that sort of fits.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I'm Declan, you're
Isaac. Yeah.
Hell of
no.
a show.
Well, we'll see.
Hell of a show. Well,
Okay,
it
well.
kind of fits because one of the things that we've just at the last minute decided to talk about is
We prepared.
that
Just
we've
say
been
prepared.
preparing all morning.
Yeah.
Is you may have seen it from the Twitter account
At That's a Shame Cast. Yeah.
Is a story in today's Daily Mirror.
And so a newspaper, that is.
That is
a paper
newspaper.
full of the news.
I didn't see it in the paper version, only the kind of cyber paper that
Mirror
they print
Online.
the internet on.
Well, that's still their remit is the news, isn't it?
Yes.
I just want to get that clear first before we begin.
This was posted at 3 a.m.
Wow.
Under celebrity news.
Today this was.
Yeah.
3 a.m. today. Goodness.
Celebrity news, and then, would you believe it, in the Princess Diana section.
There's a section for
whole section.
England's Rose.
And the headline of which, partly it's quite interesting because it's a nice link from last episode where we had Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's yet to be born mixed
Baby
race
that's the
baby.
subject to John Darking's racial attacks.
That's the one that is a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it remains a shame. We've had some positive feedback about our plan to have Darkins incarcerated. That's good.
Yep.
Citizens arrest.
Imminent.
Yeah, pretty much.
This headline goes as such. Princess Diana, quote, will be there at Prince Harry's royal wedding, dash, as a ghost. End quote, comma,
Right.
say psychics.
Which one?
Right. What I want to know is, it wasn't news to begin with.
Yeah.
But psychics saying this certainly isn't news because that's their job.
Yeah.
They're paid to say there'll be ghosts there.
Because if there weren't, they'd be putting themselves out of business.
Yeah,
Guys,
exactly.
there's no ghosts anywhere.
Let me
say
tell you,
psychics.
ghost-free zone. If it was Princess Diana will be there at Prince Harry's royal wedding as a ghost, says Queen, that's news.
That would be
is
outlandish.
I want to know.
What if it
about
was
that.
says Princess Diana herself, and she's just been sitting in the back for 3 years?
And she's referring to herself in the third person.
She might. You don't know what a car crash will do to someone,
do that as a
especially
ghost.
a fatal one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's read the story and dive in because I'm dying to know more of the details. I assume the story that this paints in my mind already is that psychics are maybe sat somewhere in a conference setting. I like to think of them in a boardroom. Kind of standard, you've got your Kit Kats, tea, and they're all just predicting which ghosts are going to be at which major events.
So, item 14, the royal wedding. We haven't actually discussed that. Obviously,
I've been picking up a lot of ghouls, a lot of spooks.
a lot of spooks.
Well, not in the negative sense of it's not going to be spooky. It's
Right,
Gonna
okay,
be, it's going to be
good.
spookful.
Not in any kind of racial.
Oh no,
No,
not
okay,
at the
right.
wedding.
No.
Surely not.
So, yes, I'm just thinking, obviously it's taking place in old cathedral somewhere. We haven't got the
Guaranteed
details,
corpse
but,
zone.
Definitely there'll be
Corpse city.
some, but I'm feeling like if we're going to put ourselves back on the map, and we get a rough deal in the press.
Darren Brown's always fucking us over. Left, right
Exactly.
and centre. Derek Akora, he's not
James
giving us a
Randi,
good
is
name.
he still alive? Is he still fucking... Jesus Christ.
And I've been cursing him personally for decades, but it seems to have only prolonged
I
his
tell you what,
wrinkled
he is
life.
batting those curses away with a stick.
What if James Randi is the ultimate psychic? Do you remember, we were talking about this the other day in Heroes, it turned out that Ando's power was to amplify the people's.
Yeah.
What if his is the opposite and he just suppresses psychic power?
So
when they
people
come
with
to test,
genuine power,
he just fucks them
turns it
over.
off. That'd be amazing.
That's such a good idea.
I'd love that.
He's a genius, that Randy.
Definitely.
We're on to you, James.
So if we're going to put ourselves back on the map,
We need to make some claims.
we need a big name.
Yeah.
Who's going to be, because, like Shakespeare, he's all these
Trump.
fucking things.
He's big at the moment. He's in the press.
Not quite dead enough yet for it to
Trump's
be ours.
dad. Mr. Trump.
I don't think he'll be there.
He's not going to be at the wedding.
I feel like it's not his.
Well, let's see who's kind of attracted to... What about Miss Havisham? She loved a wedding. Dress.
I don't know. I think it was the opposite.
Oh, she hated a wedding.
Yeah.
She was fictional, I've remembered as well at the last minute. And that could be... Can the ghosts of characters attend things like this? Jury's out.
We haven't had the referendum on that yet.
No, okay. Well,
that's for next.
send me a reminder when that's
next
coming up.
month.
Put it in the newsletter.
So
Queen Victoria, she's not been cited lately. She's
hang on a minute. Royalty.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking
Okay,
royal wedding.
Yeah.
It's a magnet for them.
What about something a little bit closer to home?
Princess Anne.
She is alive.
Oh, that's
Frump,
interesting because
I've
I'm
heard,
sure she
but-
came to me the other day at a reading.
Or
Must have been
probably
just
for a
rando.
reading.
Oh, true. Yeah, horse and all.
Someone more recent. Queen Mum, but we've done the Queen Mum.
Yeah, and she was kind of spooky anyway, so I don't know
A
that.
ghost for most of her life.
Yeah, I don't think she's remembered with that much kind of fondness overall.
Now, look, I'll be honest, I've been holding one back.
Go on.
I don't want to be... Look, I'm just putting it... there's no bad ideas in brainstorming.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be lampooned.
No, look, I'll give you fair feedback.
Look, look, most of all, I don't want to cause offence. I don't want to be distasteful.
Okay, well, just put it out there.
Diana.
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
England's beautiful flower. Cut down in her prime.
She would have been the mother-in-law.
Out of town! It's a great idea!
Oh, you had me worried for a second.
That's one of the psychic
So that's not
jokes.
tasteless.
I knew you were going to say Diana as well, because obviously I'm a higher level
See,
psychic.
I knew you'd say it was
So
okay.
I was toying with you. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of a pointless
Diana
conversation.
told me in a dream.
Yeah, no, get Diana involved. I mean, has anyone sent her an invitation?
Not that I know of.
Okay,
But,
well-
the ghosts, they don't need one.
I guess if she feels the right energy, she'll be drawn to it anyway, like a moth to a ghost.
I think that's how it works.
Well, I mean, none of us know, but all of us guess.
Our best guesses are...
It's basically the same. Have you got any contacts in the press we can get this out to? I'm thinking we want to go highbrow. FT.
Emmeline
The Spectator.
Saunders at the Mirror.
Well, I'd like to aim a bit higher than the Mirror.
I
for
feel like
now.
we
That's-
leak it
It is
to
a
the
bit of a
Mirror.
tabloid.
We leak it to the Mirror.
It doesn't-
That garners the interest. And then the big papers, they come to us. We don't go to them, they come to us.
What about one of those like pick me up, take me out magazines where it talks about news in the sense of like my brother's fucking my sister's aunt and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Because if we get it in there, so those seeds, then the Mirror pick it up, and then it's a trickle up effect all
Right,
the way
but-
to the Guardian.
I just don't think we can get much lower than the Mirror.
Right. Okay. Well, I suppose.
Also, Emmeline is fucking desperate.
Yeah, she's been posting articles at all times a day. I think she's just up there churning them out. She'll post anything you say.
The byline is psychics believe. What?
That's already
an
a
amazing
contradictory
idea, yeah.
concept.
What I like as well is that, as with all kind of poor tabloid articles, which is
All
kind of an
tabloid articles.
overqualification,
Yeah.
they've got to try and sound more educated than they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything is trying to find a new synonym for things they've said before so they don't
Okay.
repeat the same word. So psychics believe the late mother of the groom
Right.
will put in an appearance.
Like she's only going to pop in.
Yeah.
She's coming for the speech.
She'll poke
and
her
then
head
she's
round the
very
door,
busy.
but she's got to go.
She's got to play mahjong with Christ at 4.
When her son marries Meghan Markle.
Right. Not a
So-
protest. She's
No.
not up there with Darkins hammering out some kind of opposition.
This is amazing. What I love is that the headline, byline, and opening line are the exact, and the next line
Yeah.
are the exact same
Bit of
sentence,
information.
just put in different order.
Good.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle can expect a visit from the late Princess Diana when they marry on May 19th, according to psychics.
Such an important qualification, isn't it?
The mother of the groom wouldn't miss the royal wedding, quote, for the world. Psychic twins Terry and Linda Jameson have announced to the Daily Star.
Psychic. Oh, so this isn't a mirror
Star
scoop.
before us.
Fuck. Also, psychic
Terry
twins.
and Linda. Fucking
Terry
hell.
and Linda, the
Psychic twins. They don't know a thing between them. Both siblings claim they have the power to deliver messages by ghosts who take control of their hands and scrawl comments down for them to deliver.
That sounds like a defence in a libel suit.
Yeah, or in a murder case.
I guess.
Through Terry and Linda, they say, Diana told them, I will most definitely be present for Harry and Meghan's wedding. Then
Sounds quite threatening.
Then there's a picture of her. Then there's a picture of them.
This is what she might look like as a ghost at the wedding.
Oh, here's something.
What is it?
The most beautiful little phrase at the end of this. I was also there for William and Kate's wedding. It will be beautiful, like my own ceremony, with a horse and carriage. Ghost Diana continued.
Ghost Diana.
And then, perhaps the spookiest line of the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
I'm around them all more than they realise.
Oh, that's saying she watches them fuck.
It is. There's no other
That's
way to
not
interpret
on Princess
that.
Di, okay? Elton John didn't cumbersomely rewrite the words to a Marilyn Monroe song for
Just
this
for you
treachery.
to come back and sully those words with your absolute perversion.
Voyeurism. Well, that's good, isn't it? Do you think we'll get a glimpse for on TV or anything?
Definitely. It's expected that Harry and Meghan will pay tribute to
the
his
ghost.
dead mum, who died in a car crash in Paris in 1997.
Yeah.
In a number of small ways at their wedding.
Right.
A poorly phrased sentence that makes it sound like she died in a car crash in a number of small ways at their wedding. Meghan, for example, will continue the royal bridal tradition of carrying a sprig of myrtle in her wedding bouquet, as every bride has since Queen Victoria.
Well, that's not in honour of Princess Diana then, is it?
Nothing like that.
No.
The royal myrtle
The
that
royal
sounds like
myrtle.
a cartoon. Comes from the same plant grown at Osborne House on the Isle of Wight.
Oh, there you go. That's the link.
Kate Middleton, who married Prince William in 2011, was the last royal bride to take part in the tradition. Well, she was the last royal bride.
That's why.
When she added a sprig of the special myrtle to the arrangement of sweet William, Ivy, Hyacinth and Lily of the Valley she was holding down
Wow,
the aisle.
that's boring knowledge.
It's the thought the tradition began when Prince Albert's grandmother gifted his bride Victoria a posy of myrtle during a visit to
No one cares!
in Gotha. In Gotha?
Why does anyone know this? Where are they getting this information?
I don't know.
Very, very dull.
Can we just have a quick aside about
Sidebar.
how odd it is that Prince Charles ever was married to Diana?
It's pretty strange because the man looks like his own caricature.
Look at this photo.
Yeah. He's got a very particularly shaped head.
And it's not particularly good.
No, it's singularly unusual and with it comes a lot of negativity in my view.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like if the Ace of Diamonds came to life. No, the Jack of Diamonds, I think, because he's got that kind of bulbous bit in the middle and then a general air of waxy creepiness.
I was just distracted because there is no return to Diana and the ghost. The rest of it is about flowers.
Really? Oh.
In royal weddings.
So what they've realised is that we don't have that much to go on in the Diana ghost realm.
However, we do have a couple of comments.
Okay.
Sherlock aptly puts, what utter horse hit?
Horses hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
One like. That's
Good.
got.
Give it 2.
No.
Okay.
Sue Pie 62.
Good.
I, for one, wish them all the luck and love in the world. And why would Diana be spinning in her grave at their match? Oh dear. She would actually welcome Meghan with open arms.
That's good.
Yeah. Why have you brought it up
Because
without anyone else bringing it up, though?
I think she thought the implication of the article was that it would be a vengeful visit from Diana's ghost. That she'd be haunting it.
This is an amazing comment. Hobie Stray said, she will be there in spirit. I would like to think so, and bet the boys would like to think that too. What harm would it do?
That's a good question.
Unless she's a malevolent ghost.
Yeah, moving like a poltergeist. What if she starts flinging the bouquet around willy-nilly? Anything could happen.
Oh, God, you're right.
I think it's a lot of pressure on Meghan to be getting married with the ghost, the dead mum ghost, just in the vicinity. I don't know how she'll handle that. I mean, I know she's got the acting chops. She's been in a number of Hallmark Christmas specials over the years, but even then, can you keep it together under that kind of dead royal pressure?
I don't know. I mean, ghosts of royal family,
It's challenging.
they are, they're famous in art. Shakespeare's full of them.
You can't get enough of a dead
So,
man ghost.
how do you compare with King Hamlet, old King Hamlet?
Yeah, I guess so.
What are you gonna
Is he
do?
going as well to the wedding?
Oh, definitely. He wouldn't miss it
That's
for the world.
so good. He's officiating. It's going to be mad.
I've got us a quiz.
Good, because we haven't done one of those in a while.
We haven't done one in a while, and I had prepared it for episode 70 as a kind of spoof of the idea of doing something special.
Oh, yeah.
But then the world intervened, both in you finding
Something actually
significantly better content, but also in that the quiz wouldn't work. So I found one, and I had a little playthrough myself,
Yeah.
just to see if it was one of these quizzes that's, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And the first question's like, do you like to stay at home and never see the daylight? Or would you rather run naked through the streets screaming your PIN number? Actually, it's quite good. I had no idea who I was going to be.
Okay. It's not one of those that really obviously leads you there.
No.
That's good. Because they're boring.
I'm excited to see which dictator
Ooh.
are you?
And then will you exclusively reveal which dictator are you?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I will.
For comparison's sake.
So,
And then we should imagine them fighting and see who's the better dictator.
I think we'll dress up.
Yeah, well, I
Do
assumed
voices.
that's why you brought that big crate of clothes in.
That's it, yeah.
And all those peasants to overthrow and generally quash.
Which is your breakfast of choice?
Is there option D, Huel? Human
No.
fuel? No.
I
Okay.
haven't got that here. No.
Okay, well, I'll try and make it fit.
Eggs and bacon,
No.
congee.
What's that?
Couldn't tell
How's
you.
it spelled?
Conji.
Congee.
Have a little goog. Give it a goog.
Here we go. This is a live goog. Kanji, it says.
Wow.
A Nigerian sense of horniness.
Do you like that for
That's-
breakfast?
That's literally the definition on Earth.
Is it a type of...
Usually used by people of Nigerian descent to describe a state of extreme horniness, usually only applies to people who have tasted the forbidden fruit before. Guy 1, see that fat girl? Guy 2, with their congee that I have right now, I would still smash. So I'm going to pass
Thanks,
on that for
Urban
breakfast.
Dictionary. I think it's
Here we go.
congee
Yeah.
with a G and a double E.
Here it is. Oh, look at that.
That's not breakfast.
It's a
in
type of
anyone's
rice
world.
porridge or gruel popular in many Asian countries.
Wow, imagine describing something as or a gruel.
Or
Don't
gruel.
describe it as food or gruel.
Psychics say Diana, ghost, or gruel. Yeah, no, I'm going to pass on congee on both counts of the word.
Bratwurst,
Oh, certainly not.
Fruit Loops,
Is that all my options?
pancakes,
Oh, fuck.
or sultana bran.
Pancakes, of course.
Pancakes. Okay, we're going
That's
with
not even a
pancakes.
question.
Got a picture of Grumpy Cat here.
Right.
What do you hate the most? Is it?
Is it a multiple choice or do I just fill
They're
it
all multiple choice.
in? Okay, good.
Happiness, rats, working, America, bad grammar, children, or exercise.
Oh, I don't hate any of those things, I don't think. I guess
You're not the biggest fan of working.
I like working if it's fun work. If it's like working
this doesn't
for...
say it's fun.
Yeah,
work.
but I'm taking working in a holistic sense because, like, doing this is working in a way, in
It's
a loose way, but in a way nonetheless. Yeah, no, I would say out of all those, bad grammar, but only mildly because I
Okay.
don't really hate any of them.
Bad grammar. So, what is your dream holiday destination?
Okay,
Now,
rats.
ordinarily,
Yeah.
this would be a first-person quiz. Yeah, you'd be doing it.
Okay.
So when the first option is my bed, I'm assuming that
means
means
my
your
bed.
bed,
Okay.
not mine.
Because that's just next door. It really wouldn't feel like that
No.
much of a treat. Wow, the world's so different this side of the wall.
So your bed,
Okay.
the Amazon.
That's such a fucking
It's the most
disparate
enormous
set of options already.
Paris, Sweden,
Just all of it.
the beach.
These are not staying within one category of things.
Nauru.
Okay, where's that?
Couldn't tell you.
How's that spelled?
It probably isn't if you don't know it.
Give it a spell.
N-A-U.
N-A-U.
R-U.
Are you? I think it's here. It's... Wow. It's formerly known as Pleasant Island. It's an island country in Micronesia.
Wow.
That's brilliant. It's definitely that one. What are the other options?
The last option is somewhere away from people.
I guess out of all of those, none of which are my dream holiday, by a country mile.
Not
Let me just peek at the options again.
They're your bed, the Amazon, Paris, Sweden, the beach, Pleasant Island, Nauru, or somewhere away from people.
I'm going to go with Pleasant Island,
You're going with
Nauru.
Pleasant Island,
Yeah,
Nauru,
why
wow.
not? Because I'm at heart an explorer. I don't know if you knew that about me.
I definitely didn't.
No, well, I keep it under wraps. I hide it in this.
Unless it's within zones 1 to 7. I've not known
get
you
enough
explore
of them.
anywhere. Now, what would you like for your birthday?
Okay.
100 virgins.
Right, next.
How are we feeling?
I mean, probably not.
A Katy Perry CD.
I'll pass.
Out of the two,
It depends on a lot of restrictions on the first option,
Well, yeah.
and some restrictions on the second.
okay.
Because if it's a CD, like if it was my least favourite Katy Perry song 30 times on one CD, that's shit.
You'd rather
If it
100 male
were-
virgins.
If it were a signed like platinum disc of the best Katy Perry song, which is the one that's like, you think without any makeup on,
Teenage Dream.
That's the best one.
Right, okay. that is
Then
the best
I'm on
one.
board.
So it's that album,
Yep.
but it's just a regular one.
Okay. Well, I'm not that into either. So
That or 100 virgins.
is that all the options?
No, but I'm asking you. And
That-
we're doing like a running
Well,
count.
it depends. Like, what are they for? The 100 virgins.
Anything you want.
Can I set them to work in my place? Yep. Okay. Then no, but there's ethical concerns, aren't there? Because then that's just I'm not paying them, obviously.
No, well, you wouldn't be.
No, and they wouldn't know any better than to ask the stupid virgins. So I guess I'm going with Katy Perry's album.
Wow. Okay, but that means
I just don't have any
the 100
use.
virgins get put to death.
Oh well, that's on them, isn't it? Really, should have thought about that before.
An
I didn't
atomic
think anyway.
bomb.
Oh, happy birthday to me.
Just me wheeling it
Wheeling in Fat Man.
in a lead suit. Oh, did you not get one? Oh, sorry. So thus far,
Atomic Bomb's definitely top of the list.
a German Shepherd.
Interesting. I mean, we're not allowed one in the flat, and I do like living here.
Yeah.
So I think that one would come up
I'm
and kicked out.
pretty
It
sure
doesn't say anything about the atomic
atomic
bomb in our
I'm
tenancy
pretty
agreement.
sure that anything with that much radiation is not going to be welcome.
I'll just
They don't
lead-line
like the
marks
bollard. They don't like a bollard or some wheel track in the mud.
Imagine our WhatsApp group kicking off about
My Geiger counter's going shit.
the wrong sort of people are moving in, bringing their atomic bombs to Collindale. Too much plutonium, not enough co-op. Okay.
An onion.
Just the one. Well, obviously not that.
A cigar.
I think out of those, it's going to be a German Shepherd.
A German Shepherd.
Definitely, we do mean the dog.
Good choice. No.
Oh, I've been tricked.
Yeah, no. I
And he
chose
comes
that.
carrying 100 virgins.
Choose a superpower.
Okay.
Now, the first of these is incredible, so I'm going to read it last.
Okay.
Telekinesis.
Yep.
Invisibility.
Yep.
Super strength.
Yep.
Super attractiveness.
Right. Like a magnet or like someone with charisma?
Charisma, I
Okay.
think.
Well, I've got that down.
Super speed. Telepathy. Or any vague amount of intelligence.
What?
That's
Which
the
dictator
superpower
does that
for me.
lead towards? Stupid Al, the dictator of Micronesian island, pleasant hellhole.
Lover of German shepherds
Hey,
and
guys.
Nigerian horniness.
Happy birthday, got your bomb. No, definitely telepathy.
Telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was torn between that and telekinesis, but I went telepathy at the last moment.
Now this one, this one needs you to look at some pictures.
Okay, I can do that.
Pick your spirit animal. I'm going to describe them for the listeners at home. We have a buck-toothed alpaca.
Is it explicitly buck-tooth or is that
Definitely.
just... Right, okay.
Buck-tooth, but with the bottom teeth.
Interesting, an underbite.
Exactly.
They have to break your jaw to fix those, did you know?
Not if you're an alpaca.
Especially if you're an alpaca. That's why the vice was invented. And the hammer.
There's a cat who's a bit too close to a fisheye lens.
Okay.
There's that blobfish.
Oh. That blobfish that lives down the road.
You know the one.
God.
There's a somewhat majestic, perhaps even sexual-looking unicorn. I think you'll go for that one because it's looking at the moon.
Interesting.
There's a great white shark leaping out of the water.
Yep.
There's a naked mole rat.
Right.
And there's a dog wearing a plastic moustache.
Okay, give me a view of them all. Give me a view. It's gotta be the cat. Straight in.
We'll go with the cat. Isn't that Smokey? Is that a Smokey cat?
Yeah, it's not unlike
right,
Smokey.
Now this is
Good choice.
This is where things get interesting.
Okay.
Because one of your previous answers, one of our jokes, is here.
It's going to tie into it.
Pick an album.
Ooh.
XY by Coldplay.
Mm-hmm. What was on XY by Coldplay? Paradise?
No, that's
that on the album?
Xyloto.
Oh, okay.
XY, the only one I can remember from it is Fix You.
I'm bored of that song.
Led Zeppelin Mothership.
Okay.
Tokyo Hotel Scream.
Never ever heard of any of that.
Meghan Trainor's All About That
Oh,
Bass.
no, please.
Michael Jackson Thriller. Or
Yep.
Katy Perry Teenage Dream.
How did it know that? That's mad. I'm afraid it is Michael Jackson's Thriller, of course, as
Poor
the
Bluehead
best
Katy.
album of the list.
Pick a colour. Black, green,
Purple.
yellow, blue, purple, brown, red.
Purple.
Purple.
Easy. Easy money.
Who's your Disney inspiration? Is it Mulan,
Right.
the Queen of Hearts?
Who's picking the Queen of Hearts?
Is his name Finn from Tangled?
Yeah, Finn from Retangled.
From
Retangled.
Rapunzel.
Yeah, Finn he gets hit with a frying pan. That
Yeah. Ratcliffe from Pocahontas.
That's
Jasmine,
from Aladdin.
Ursula,
Yeah.
or Belle.
You said Ursula weird.
Ursula.
You're saying it like it's a Z.
I used to
You
know
need to
someone
stop that.
called Ursula who used to say it like that.
What was that?
Ghosts.
Oh,
That's Diana.
So, what was the last one? The last one was Ursula.
Belle.
Oh, Belle.
So Mulan, Queen of Hearts, Finn, Ratcliffe, Jasmine, Ursula.
And this is my inspiration.
Belle. Your Disney inspiration.
I guess I'm most inspired by the sheer tenacity of Ursula turning into that giant
went with that as well.
Ship smouldering.
Mine was her having such an outrageous Albanian accent.
Oh God, yeah. Have we linked to that before?
We have,
many
before,
episodes
yeah.
ago. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, do yourself a favour. Go on YouTube, search for Poor Unfortunate Souls Albanian version. It is
And
pure
frighten
audio
yourself
fear.
for months.
Because it's a Pat, what's her name? Pat Cowell or something. She already has a scary voice in the English version.
Yeah.
But they found an Albanian actress with just absolute spook voice.
Absolute spook voice.
Terrifying.
Hashtag. Select your murder weapon of choice.
Ooh.
Poison. Bomb.
Bum.
Rope. Your droning voice.
Ooh.
Knife. Pistol.
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 Definitely. I love that.
We're coming towards the end. We're coming towards the end.
Good. Also, I won a gold medal in pistol shooting one time when I was about 6.
Wow. Why were you handling a gun?
It was in Tenerife. They
Whoever
let you do
gave
anything.
you that?
They said I was great at it.
Yeah, too good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Which would you ride into battle? 2 lions,
On top of each other.
an ice cream van with Jesus on the side,
Did you hear the ice cream van round here today? Playing off-key green sleeves.
Yes.
Horrifying.
tank, Ferrari, or a pedo-free candy van?
What's that? What's a pedo-full candy van? Oh,
Pedo.
Oh, I see.
Free candy.
I thought you meant it was a pedo-free
Oh, it
candy
was a
van.
pedo-free candy van.
The candy van can, cause he mixes it with love. I would ride 2 lions, like Aslan for Narnia style.
It's got to be the 2
Yeah.
lions. hasn't
Otherwise, like, what are you doing? A Ferrari? No thanks.
Now, there's a picture of an adorable Asian family, and
Lovely.
it says, "What's your first pick at family game night?"
Oh,
Is it Uno, Cluedo, Operation,
okay, no.
Noughts and Crosses,
Wow, short one.
Monopoly,
Hey guys, want to sit down for a solved game of noughts and crosses? That's right, it's always a draw.
Scrabble, or Trivial Pursuit?
Well, I really don't like any board games very much. I guess if I had to, I'd probably go with Monopoly, Scrabble.
Monopoly, Scrabble.
No, I've changed it again. It's Cluedo.
It's Cluedo.
Yeah.
I thought you might choose Cluedo.
I like clues, and I like
You
solving.
like clues, you like does.
Yeah, love all
You
that
like
stuff.
solving.
Yeah.
If you could, now, this is such an unfortunately phrased question with some somewhat troubling and I think more revealing about the quiz's author
Often that's the way.
than about us answers. If you could obliterate only one, who would it be?
Oh no.
Hipster,
All right.
George W. Bush, Kanye West,
Right.
Psy off of Gangnam Style,
Wow, this is up to date.
Joffrey off of Game of Thrones,
It's fiction.
or free-thinking females.
Oh, well, I know my answer. Obliterate. I don't have beef with any of these people particularly.
Not George W. Bush.
Not anymore. I mean, back in the day, like, what's he going to do now if he's obliterated? Unless we're saying that it erases him from the timeline.
No, it doesn't erase him from the timeline.
Well, then what's the point?
But he's guiltier than any of the others.
Yeah, but
The only other
it's not
really
doing
guilty
anything
one
to
is Joffrey, and he is fictional.
I think I'm going to obliterate Joffrey with the hope that it obliterates also the underwhelming Game of Thrones series.
Okay.
In so doing, because it will be removing a chief antagonist, and then there'll be nothing for the characters to bounce off,
Right.
and that will cause their already minute personalities to collapse in on themselves.
We can only hope.
Oh.
Here, that's a shame. Pick your ideal job. Brackets, that isn't being a dictator.
Oh, they got me there.
Is it teacher,
No,
pizza delivery guy,
no.
freelance magician,
Yep, that one.
criminal,
Oh, interesting.
artist, lawyer, potato?
Oh no, this person ran out of ideas. So
Run out of jobs.
I think it's going to fall between
Criminal and
artist,
freelance
criminal, and
magician.
magician. Because if it's artist,
It's a picture of Bob Ross, so I think it's a painting.
okay,
of artist,
well I can't
so
do fucking
probably
any of that.
Good for you.
Not terribly good. Not after all my drawful experiences. I'm going with criminal, but it has to be like a kind of Danny Ocean
I'm
crime.
afraid the picture was of someone behind bars. So
So it
that's
meant
that.
prisoner. One of the best jobs there is. Hey guys, want to make license plates?
Pick a film.
Okay.
The One Direction tour film.
Pick. What do you mean pick a film though?
Pick one.
And I don't have to have any resonance. This is a random choice.
Yeah, well, it's up to you.
It's
you
not
know,
like
how
your
important
favourite
it is.
film. Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
So, the One Direction tour
Yeah,
film.
I'm not picking that.
The Interview.
Is that the
Seth
North
Rogen-
Korea
yeah.
one? Yeah, it looks very poor.
Mao's Last Dance. No, Mao's Last Dancer.
I wonder which dictator that's pushing me towards.
You'd be surprised.
Pinochet.
Pol Pot. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
The Boy in Striped Pyjamas.
Oh, these are very subtle.
The Hurt Locker. Taken.
Oh, okay. I'm going to actually go the One Direction tour film.
You said no, but you...
Changed my mind because the others were too blunt. They were too on the nose.
Right.
Too
Who
obviously
do you think that's
dictatorial.
about?
Which dictator?
Yeah.
I think we all know that it's about Mao. There was actually a wild card.
Wow.
Because
well,
they
we've got
share
your
power.
results in.
Have we?
I feel like you're going to be disappointed,
Oh,
Isaac.
no.
Because you are...
Hitler! It's Hitler. Why?
Well,
Does it
you
tell me
are...
that as well?
Adolf Hitler. A failed artist who doesn't like the Jews. You also have
That's an
only
amazing
one
description
testicle.
of him.
But what you lack in testes, you make up for with your dick personality.
That's a great line. That's a good
Wow.
joke if that was the quiz writer's joke.
Yeah, well, it is. So, well done.
Thanks. I mean, it's not one of those straightforward triumphs because it comes with a lot of mixed feelings.
Yeah, no no one's going to be blaming you for being reserved in your
Yeah.
triumph, but I suppose there's something
I
there.
don't know as well. I don't feel like I've ever had very much in common with Hitler because we explicitly said as well that I can't paint for shit, and that was really his only foray into art.
Yeah.
Because his prose, I'm told, is abysmal.
And he failed at that. So yeah. Oh yeah, Mein Kampf is very, very poor.
So
Very
I guess, and then the Jews, I mean, I don't hate them, so that doesn't resonate with me. I'm not Austrian. I have no real desire to conquer Europe or get up my own back for...
He loved pancakes
and
Pleasant
One
Island
Direction.
of Nauru.
Oh, that's good. That's heartwarming.
When I did it earlier,
Yep.
I was dear old
Stalin!
Joseph Stalin. Congrats, you're Joseph Stalin. Once a very attractive bank robber for the Bolshevik Party, the internet now knows you as the personification of Mario. You are responsible for over 20 million deaths, second only to Chairman Mao. Fair effort.
This person's humour only came into the fore in the final descriptions. This is someone who has found that they are much funnier in paragraph than in choice setup. Well, that was good. I think we've learnt a lot. Maybe we'll put a link to that quiz for listeners to tell us which dictator
Let
you
us
are.
know. I wonder, imagine if those two and Mao were the only option. All those different choices.
That would be good. Do you think if there's one set of answers you can do that takes you to someone completely off the wall, like, I don't know, Leslie Neal?
God. The ultimate dictator.
I guess so, yeah. He's above them all. Well, lovely. I mean, I feel enlightened, mildly concerned.
Well, yeah, that's fair,
but
I suppose.
Better the devil you know.
Exactly.
And we didn't know a lot about Hitler
No.
or me before this quiz. So
and yet, here we are.
It's all very positive. We've had some emails.
Have we had emails?
Yeah, 2 of them. Very strong
way.
selection this week, actually. Flat Earth from Mark.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
Yeah, obviously Flat Earth, all things Flat Earth fall very much into our purview. That's a shame because we know we're at the front, the cutting edge of interviewing Flat Earthers, Wayne Chipman included, and we like to get amongst the Flat Earth community every so often and see how they're going. Isaac and Declan. I see that Mad Mike managed to launch his rocket so that he can prove by observation that the Earth is in fact shaped like a frisbee. He made it about 600 metres up, so I do not think that he yet has the proof he wants. The good news is he landed safely and lives to tell the tale. Whatever his reasons for his deluded beliefs are, he certainly has balls of steel. I would suggest a safer experiment would be that he sets off walking in one direction, and with the help of a boat or two, he'd find himself back where he started from, thus proving the spherical nature of our world. Anyway, he now says he wants to be governor of California. I guess Arnie managed it. Why not? Regards, Mark. Have you been following Mad Mike Brown's
I have.
story?
Every now and then I've been checking in to make sure he was still just as mad as I remembered.
Yeah, I mean he is, but good on him. He's put his money where his mouth is, I suppose, in a way. But it does seem to be one of those experiments that he's failed, and then he can say I gave it a go. It still seems flat, therefore don't really need to check ever again.
Yeah,
bit of a scapegoat. Another email from Toby Marstones King on difficult people. Hello, Isaac and Declan. As part of my job, I occasionally have to field phone calls from difficult members of the public who want to complain about the broadcaster I work for, which Toby hasn't mentioned, and neither will we, CBBS. One such man called the other day, an elderly gentleman who wanted to, quote, fix the channel. No further details could I elicit. He was very cross I wouldn't give him the direct phone number of our CEO. However, what has stuck with me is that in his rage he called me, quote, a grasshopper. I was so thrown I spent the whole day thinking about this. Is it an insult? If so, how? Should I be offended? Given that you two are essentially professional trolls, any light you can shed on this would be gratefully received. So grasshopper, it's certainly off-piste.
Very much.
It has a kind of abstract semiotic space in my life, at least. It doesn't relate directly to anything. I don't attach it...
Other than grasshoppers.
Yeah, exactly. I don't attach it with any other signifiers of meaning. I don't think, he's fucking grasshopper.
He's grasshoppering his way all around this.
We've got,
problem.
of course, the Karate Kid grasshopper thing, where he calls him, young grasshopper, in the sense of that he's jumping a lot, doing a lot of karate.
Possibly.
But other
Green.
than that... Yeah. Oh, he is green in the sense that he's not a good martial artist.
Yeah, naive.
He's just a karate baby at the beginning of the film, and not the full karate
Just
kid that he
flailing
grows up
around,
to be.
shitting himself all over the gaff.
Yeah, but I would be offended in this particular way,
I would certainly take it as offensive.
and also because it's such an off the wall left field approach that he's actually psyched you out and got you thinking about it more than if he just called you, I don't know, a dweeb, for example, or a
You'd
nerd.
have brushed that under the
You'd
carpet.
have been like, I'm not a dweeb, get out.
He's got into your head, Toby.
Yeah, and that's something you're going to have to live with for time
There he
immemorial.
will stay.
Yeah. Well, go on.
No, I was going to say, I had a little thing for you.
Go on, what's the thing?
Got a little feature.
A feature?
Just a quick feature.
All right, go for
a
it.
little mini feature.
Go on.
It's the sort of thing I can bring back if people like it.
Okay.
And if they don't,
Well, it's
I'll
gone
fuck it off
forever.
into the abyss and I'll never mention it again. And you know what? I won't bother. I won't try. I won't bring anything.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
I follow a Twitter account called New York Times. And it's just
Like
a list
Futurama.
of tweets that each one is a word that has appeared for the first time ever in the New York Times that day. And I just want to get what you think some of them might mean.
Okay.
So, what could any of these words be in relation to?
Right.
So, what is...
Do we need a bed for this feature, do you think?
Oh, yeah, like a... ba-dum, boom, 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 boom,
Ba-da-ba-da-bum.
boom, boom,
No, we
boom,
can't do the feature.
boom.
We'll get it in post.
Yeah, that's the one. Super contributors.
Ooh, is this to like a pack or a super pack?
Doesn't
or something?
say.
I wonder if it's not financial, then it must just be people who are so into some
People
sort
like-
of team sports.
Or people like Mark Stratfold.
Yeah. Oh, he's
a
a super
super
contributor.
contributor.
A SuperCon. A SuperCon.
That's offensive. Wow.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no. Sorry for bashing the mic there,
microphone.
guys.
So I've put a note to, I don't know what. Just remember that it
Soften
happened.
the edges.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not call him a SuperCont. We'd like his continued listenership,
I meant
please.
all of our emailers are SuperCons.
That is worse. Moralware.
Moralware, like hardware.
Like spyware, yeah, but moralware.
Moralware. That's, to me, okay, I'm imagining a thing you install that when you're like, it comes to a certain time of night, you think everyone's like out of the
Everyone's in
house,
bed
and you're
or
like, it's probably time to indulge in a secret pleasure. So
Yeah.
you probably go on like, I don't know,
You wouldn't know the names of the websites.
like
personally.
furries.biz /
Yep.
show me explicit pics. show me fox dick. And as you're typing in the final things, your moralware pops up.
See,
and it's like, stop, think about this.
I was thinking more of that fucking condescending paper
Clippy.
clip. Yeah, that he just comes in and is like, "Are you sure?" Like, or he just like his eyes like peep up in the bottom corner and just look at you like, "Oh, that's what you're doing, is it?"
Oh, dear.
And then he goes away, and you have to be like, "Oh." Then it's like someone's watching you.
I think also there's a feature you can enable. Maybe you have to pay like a premium
That he's
subscription
into
for this.
it.
He gets off on it more. No, that what it does is when you say you were like loading a video, as soon as it loads, it embeds your webcam footage of you watching it into it.
into
So you
like
can
the
just
top
see your own
corner.
face staring back. Shut it down.
Or that it tracks your face and puts it onto the people in the video.
That's a good idea. Like that thing, the deep fakes thing that was shut down. Did you hear about this?
No, what's
It was
this?
a neural networking software that someone came up with that you could feed data of, well, all it was used for, well, it had two uses. One was Nicolas Cage based, as all things on the internet
Obviously.
are. But I'll go with that example rather than the more troubling celebrity fake porn angle.
Yeah.
What people would do is you feed data of Nicolas Cage in films and images as much as you can, and it learns what his face looks like doing different things. You can then put in any film, any clip, and it will embed his face onto it, moving. So if the person in the clip was talking, it will look like he's talking and his face reacts accordingly.
No.
Some of it is startlingly accurate. So you can get like Nicolas Cage in all kinds of films that he has no business being in. Schindler's List,
Good
for
ones.
example. Yeah. So it could be
Can we try and put him in like Jackie?
Yeah, okay. Why not?
What about Eurosaurus?
That's obviously a dinosaur. That goes without saying. And it's a specifically pro-Brexit one.
A pro-Brexit?
Yeah, it's not what you'd expect
That's
at
interesting.
first blush.
You think it's going to be a Remain. It's like
Yeah.
a Eurosaurus.
But then it actually was the final blow to the Leave campaign. No, the Remain campaign.
It ate
when
them.
it came out. And
Just
ate them.
stomped through. Like
Yeah,
a
they were like,
fucking
oh, look
great-
at our mascot.
Like
What's
a
he
great
doing?
big xenophobic fucking brontosaurus.
Yeah, just club them all to death.
Amazing. What about Migwan?
Oh, well, that's too offensive to cover. Next, it's a wigwam for ventriloquist dolls.
What about, finally, Atomijazz?
Atomijazz.
T-O-M-I, jazz.
Oh,
All one word.
not atomic jazz like atomic jazz.
A Tomijazz.
Ooh.
I suppose you could make it a verb if you wanted to Tomijazz.
Tommy jazz.
He Tomijazzed his way through the crowd.
That sounds very damp.
Well,
I think that's like a beginner's guide to, like, a Tommy Jazz is a novice who's learning and they're only allowed to play like a VTech xylophone at that time.
see, I was thinking slightly more that because it sounds to me a bit more slanderous, a bit more pejorative.
I think it is.
So I was thinking more that it's that guy who always turns up to jazz night, but no one will let him play because they know he's shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I've got the sax in there, and they're like, oh, we've got to do fucking Cinnamon again.
No sax in that. Sit down, you Tommy Jazz. Well, I mean, there we go. That's a show, isn't it?
That's it. I think that's enough.
That's
for
been a lot of
any day.
features.
I know.
Feature packed.
Make sure you ended the bed.
Oh, fuck. It's still going, I
Quick,
bet.
put a note.
Yeah, we're back. I stopped the recording by accident, but don't worry, I'm a pro. I tried to stop the bed, and it will have stopped by now.
Well, hopefully so.
Look, it's an episode over now.
That's it. Done.
Tell people about getting in touch on that.
Look,
if you want to be a
super
SuperCont,
contributor-
if you want to join the illustrious ranks of the SuperCont,
That's a shame, SuperConts.
we're SuperConts.
That's a shame, SuperConts is
Yeah.
a bit of a tongue twister. That's a shame.
That's a shame, SuperConts. If you record yourself saying that and send it into Declan@shame.city, he'll send you a $5 in PayPal dollar.
$5.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
In
generous
Fishcoin.
of me. I'll be taking it from you.
No.
Put it on the splitwise. If you would like to be a cont,
Yeah.
a super cont,
Yeah.
any kind of middling cont, then you could get in touch by email. TAS, T-A-S, at shame.city. Send those electronic mails swooping
Yeah.
into our phones,
on.
computers, into our minds, into our hearts.
Knock yourself
into the show, the shame mail section.
Yes.
You can also find your way there via the shame.slit.
Shame.
Oh, no.
Let's cancel that.
Shame.city/contact page, which I think you need to take a look at because I've had some complaints
What? About
the page.
why?
Every time people send a message, it says there's been an error,
Oh,
but
really?
we've got their message.
That's interesting.
Madness.
Who's given this complaint?
Toby Milestone's king.
That's interesting. I'll have a look into that. Thanks for the feedback.
That's all right. See, we enjoy that sort of feedback as
Yeah.
long as it stays between us and, the listenership at our discretion.
Yeah.
And doesn't go into the iTunes reviews. Now,
Oh, that would be very foolish.
if anyone wanted to leave one of those, where could they put those?
Well, I think they'd go over to shame.city/reviews. And once they were there,
Guys, if you write reviews, just with the one W, the one S, that's fine.
well, I wasn't sure. if
Not in the
there was
way
an S.
Isaac implied.
I wasn't sure if there's an S.
like
I
a
was
sort
hedging
of
my bet. Reviews.
Perverted slug. Review.
And then over there you head, you click the 5th star to show that you're 50% ready, and then another 50% comes in the
in
review
the writing
itself.
section.
And that will wing its way over, boost us in some sense of the term.
We've no idea what.
Other than that, of course, pause the show at the end of this sentence and tell a friend about it. Text them now. Did you do it? You did, didn't you?
Oh, we did.
You wouldn't let us down. You want to be a SuperCont, you've got to text a pal.
If you've got a pal next to you,
Yeah.
don't text.
No, do.
Don't text when next. Use the old Wommibomb.
Yes.
The good old-fashioned Wommibomb word of mouth. You see, it is
Latch
Isaac.
your mouth onto that ear and whisper the joys. You look horrible.
I I'm just imagining if I was with a trusted friend.
And
They were, you know,
after-
they had their earphones in. I
Yeah.
was, you know, they were minding their business. I was maybe
You're
reading a book. And they just, like, they paused. And I kind of, in my periphery, I noticed that they've paused. But,
a big
no big deal.
grin
Maybe they're going.
spills over their face.
Well, and I think I see this. And then they just pop one earbud out. And they turn, and I know they've turned to me, but before I can turn to look back at them,
you hear this
latched,
noise, like Kirby going
they've latched their lips
right around the
onto
full
the
ear.
ear, fully around the canal,
It creates a hermetic seal.
and echoing down it is just the phrase "Whammy bomb, whammy bomb."
I'd have that person executed like that.
So maybe you don't do it
No,
quite
do.
as intimately.
It's up to you, though. I think ultimately we should leave that to listener discretion, because if that's the best vector that they know to get the show out there, then who are we
I
to
suppose,
to
yeah.
stop
I'm
down
not
that
gonna tell them
publicity
otherwise.
route? Yeah.
You can also find us on Twitter. The show, as we mentioned earlier, is at That's a Shamecast.
Some top tweets, some very good tweets happening over there.
Exactly.
Good tweets.
8 favourites. or
That's
likes.
good, isn't it? I mean,
Imagine that.
yeah, it's plenty.
That's more than you.
Yeah.
If they did want to see your slightly lower par tweets, at Isaac BD.
That's the place for them.
And for my higher par
Even lower
tweets,
par, you're right.
all of my
How many
incredible
followers you got these
retweets.
days?
It's not about
Ooh.
quantity, it's about quality.
Oh, right, I
As
see.
That's a
That's
Shame
an
account
interesting-
proves.
No, you're over 1,000. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
but-
respectable.
Yeah, but we only know 5 of them.
Who cares?
No, you're
A
right.
friend's just a Twitter guy you haven't looked at tomorrow.
You can find me at Cynical Declan.
Yeah, if you, I don't know why you'd want to, but it's something to consider if you're particularly strapped for entertainment
several
on that
people
day. If there's just nothing else to do, you've latched your lips onto everything that moves.
If Isaac's bee emojis and boring Instagram posts of his Sondheim badge have really run their course for you,
And let's face
find
it,
your way
how
over
could
to
that
me.
happen? Until next time then, episode 72. Anything special about that number in your life?
Nothing special
Me
about it in
neither.
my
We'll
life.
see you then.
Wow, Easter
I'm Isaac.
Sunday.
Oh yeah, is it going to be then? Are we going to do an Easter episode?
No,
Oh,
it's the least of all the holes.
so we're not doing a special, but we are releasing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's going to be specifically pagan.
I'm going to sneak in the word egg several times into the episode, and it's up to you. Email in with how many
Every
times
time
you
I'm going to
find
bring
the
in like
word
an
egg.
egg siren, set it
That's
off
a good
each
idea as
time.
well, an egg siren. Email in with how many you hear, and Declan will send you one of those prizes that we talked about.
Yep, definitely.
Until episode 72, I've been Isaac. You've been.
I've been Declan.
We'll see you then.
Bye, guys.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, oh Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. The bare necessities of life will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, oh nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder, my new home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. The bare necessities of life will come to you.